Alright, welcome to the United Matters channel. Joshua Zirkzee to Manchester United. Here we go. First deal of Manchester United accomplished in this transfer window under Ineos. Welcome to this channel. Smash like button, comment and share if you're watching us for the very first time. Endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily, and let's obviously get everything really running to the fullest. So Man United have gone ahead to obviously get Joshua Zirkzee signing done and dusted and out of their way, and that is really something huge for Ineos, because you need to obviously not miss out on your targets, and each and every time you raise you have to shoot, and that's exactly what is happening at the club of Manchester United right about now. So as it stands, it's Fabrizio Romano confirming to us that this deal is done and dusted, and we are here to bring you the latest news and information as far as all this is really concerned. Welcome to this channel. Let's close to 300 likes much on this video as we obviously welcome Joshua Zirkzee to the club of Manchester United. And we really have a story coming in through from Fabrizio Romano and his head exclusive. Joshua Zirkzee to Man United. Here we go. Man United will not trigger the clause, but pay slightly above 40 million euros with better payment terms in 3 years. Zirkzee signs until June 2029 with option for further season. First signing of Ineos new era. Now, we all knew to it that it was a 40 million euro release clause, and the payment terms have gone ahead to change, and for United to obviously be allowed to change the payment terms, they had to pay slightly more than 40 million euros, and that is really concerning, or depending on to what we call the it's called the financial fair play rules, because when you look at the financial fair play rules, you have to really split or divide this payout in 3 years to see to it that you don't bleach the amount of money you're supposed to be paying right about now. Remember, for the mistakes that we are doing or that we did way back, they're affecting us right about now. That is it. They're affecting us right about now. And I tell you what, it is really one of those moments that you have to obviously say, we wish Ineos was here earlier enough to obviously find a solution for these deals. And that's why the payment structure of the deal is really very important, and it had gone ahead to obviously hold this to a stalemate. And finally, after they were knocked out of the Euros, Man United were like, we need to obviously get this over the line. Let Joshua Zirkzee go on for his holiday when everything is done and dusted, because he's planning to go off his holiday in the next 2 or 3 days, meaning that Man United have to get this deal over the line, right? After getting it over the line, Joshua Zirkzee does his media work, and then he'll get unveiled as a player of Manchester United. So that is Joshua Zirkzee for you, 23 years of age, 1.9 plus meters tall, right-footed striker coming to the club of Manchester United, and United have gone ahead obviously get this deal done and dusted in the best way possible. So first signing of Ineos is Joshua Zirkzee coming in through to it that he really gives us vibes of Manchester United and what it means obviously be a player for the club of Manchester United. Then Fabrizio Romano added and said that more details on Joshua Zirkzee deal done for Manchester United. Medical tests will take place on Friday, then face-to-face meeting with Erik ten Hag, contract until 2029 plus option for a further year. That is Fabrizio Romano for you. So the contract is for 5 years, plus an option of a further year. That is all about Joshua Zirkzee to the club of Manchester United. All is done and dusted, and his medical tests are going to be taking place on Friday, and that contract is really huge, meaning that we have him for 6 years. You get? And that's why you see to it that when you have a player signed for long, you can easily really find a best way to obviously pay out that amount of money. And Man United have obviously found a deal in between them and the side of Bologna. So congratulations to Ineos for landing this, for a signing of their first player into the mix, and we all admit that he's really gonna come in through and obviously put in a very big shift at the club of Manchester United. So here we go for Joshua Zirkzee coming in through to obviously coming and compete with Rasmus Højlund, because Rasmus Højlund was really having no competitor, and that really affected him a lot because he really had to play minutes that were uncalled for, as the side of Manchester United couldn't obviously try to obviously maybe bench him and really rest him, because the other striker that was supposed to obviously be competing with him, that is Anton Martial, was really having problems after problems that were as a result of him being an injury prone player, and United let him out. And guess what the first signing of United have gone here to be? It's Ineos. And to be funny, the first signing has come in through with just one bid, and it is done and dusted. Remember, for Gerard Braithwaite, who was the first player for United of it submitting their bid, the deal is not done and dusted. 2 bids in, a third one is being prepared. Then Lenny Yoro, United's bid is in, accepted by Lille, but the player is still adamant. You know, he wants to obviously go to Real Madrid. And for Joshua Zirkzee, he comes in through to obviously put in a shift. And by the way, even yesterday, he went ahead and played some minutes towards the end of the game of England versus Netherlands, as they saw themselves being knocked out by England because the player came on and had nothing to do. He had obviously a little bit of a battle with Luke Shaw, but Luke Shaw won it, and it is really very important. There was a photo that was really trending of Kobe Mainoo and Joshua Zirkzee. You remember that very well, and it was like Mainoo was like, "Welcome to Manchester United." All else, he had known that after knocking him out yesterday, the deal is going to be done. And that means very many deals of Manchester United are going to be done, because Matthias de Ligt might be next, and he's also out of the Euros, and Man United would obviously want him to obviously go and do his holidays when everything is done and dusted, and they wouldn't like to obviously disturb his days. And they're also discussing a certain deal with the club of Bayern Munich for some time about Matthias de Ligt. So that is it concerning Joshua Zirkzee. He has gone ahead to come in through the club of Manchester United, but you'd like to obviously thank Ineos for how they've gone ahead to execute the deal to fit the financial fair play. You know, wow, you know how they do it. They look at the financial terms and see how they can best evenly distribute this deal to obviously get in the best of the best as for the side of Manchester United. And I think the best beneficiary is Zirkzee and his agent, because Zirkzee has not gone ahead to be given a chance to start at the national team of Netherlands. And I tell you, if he comes in throughout Manchester United and has a very good season, I tell you, he's going to get into the starting 11 of Netherlands, because he's going to be playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world. He's going to get more famous, and he's going to be playing the best league in the world. And how do you explain to the fans by not starting a player that plays in the best league in the world, and he's being benched by Weghorst and Memphis Depay? That is it. So guys, that is it for Joshua Zirkzee, and we just can't wait for his medical that is going to have to be scheduled tomorrow, and when it's done and dusted, it's going to be announced, and the rest will be pending approval by the side of the Premier League. Now after that, let's obviously get into the mix and obviously have something with Donny van de Beek. It's official, confirmed. Donny van de Beek leaves Man United to join Girona, contract until June 2028. Initial fee of 500,000 K with add-ons up to 4 to 5 million euros. Easy plus difficult ones for potential 10 million euros to 15 million package. And we all know to it that even when Man United was really agreeing a deal of Donny van de Beek to obviously go ahead and really play for Frankfurt in Germany, they had that 10/15 million euro package in the deal, but it was not mandatory, and he had to obviously keep himself fit and see to it that all goes on to as planned. But because all didn't go on as planned, obviously the guy known as Donny van de Beek didn't really meet that. But for Girona, they've gonna obviously work out a deal with the club of Manchester United, and the rest is yet to happen. So we wish this guy the best of luck at the side of Girona, and he's going to be playing in the Champions League in there for you. And we really hope he rejuvenates his career, because he was a very good player at Ajax, and we pray to it that all goes on as well. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Joshua Zirkzee to United. Here we go. What do you make about this? And who do you think is going to be the next signing for the club of Manchester United? Ineos have gone ahead to get in Joshua Zirkzee as their first signing of the Ineos era, and we wait to see who else is really going to come in through, and we wait to know how long is going to be out for the holidays, and when is he going to be rejoining the club of Manchester United. We all know to it that he wanted to rest in the US. That's when he was really called, and I know he's going to be in the US, and you never know. That's when he'll cut his trip short, or holiday short, to rejoin Manchester United. I'm out. Bye bye.